there's a possibility that one will do a first strike. Now the United States is destroyed.
Because the companies started fighting each other.
That's it. That's end of the U.S. So it's not a very good prospect.
No, that's not.
Okay, so that's military defense. Let's go for the next one.
Okay.
Civil courts.
Who does that?
Well, what is the problem with an anarchist social organization? It inevitably leads to warfare between people that haven't been able to settle their differences. You want to see why? I can ask you the questions. Socratic technique. Just ask questions.
Right. All questions here.
Yeah, so you got the situation.
Mm-hmm.
You got anarchy all over the United States. You have many security agencies, many DROs.
Mm-hmm.
They're all not going to have the same legal system. They're not going to have the same criminal law. They're not going to have the same civil law. They're not going to have the same criminal procedure, inheritance law.
How do you know that?
Well, I know that by how the market operates. They're going to have different contracts. Some are going to be cheaper. Some are going to be less cheap.
But is the only reason...
Well, wait a second. Let me keep giving you the
I'll
extent.
Let you finish.
I'll give you the extent of all the variations.
All right.
You're going to have people will gravitate to those security agencies that they feel comfortable and agree with the law. So the Muslims will gravitate to the Sharia law. The Mormons will gravitate to the Mormon law. And the people that believe abortion is murder will gravitate to those. The others that think that you should have free choice will gravitate to those. Now, the anarchists think that all of these things can be arbitrated. But you can't arbitrate murder and not murder. Either it is or it isn't.
Right.
So, what happens? Inevitably, you have disputes, and nobody gives in, and one of the two parties believes very strongly in their belief, and they're willing to enforce their view.
Okay.
The other security agency is going to sit pat. Maybe yes, maybe not. Maybe they will bring in allies. And then the other one will bring in allies. Now you have gang warfare or the security agency warfare all over the country.
Doesn't sound fun.
And so that's why you need one law, central government, that in the United States you have the federal government with a supremacy clause that overrides state jurisdiction with a division of jurisdictions, but there is no conflict because of the supremacy clause.
You can't say there's no conflict.
Well, there's no real conflict in the sense that when the federal government invokes the supremacy clause, every state says, okay. There's no warfare conflict. I can tell that you really don't appreciate these arguments as much as I thought you would. You like to have conflict. You like to argue.
I know.
We will find something.
Let's have a discussion here.
Yeah.
I don't like conflict, for the record.
No. I mean, I think you're more enthusiastic when you meet somebody that disagrees, apparently. Because I'm feeding you arguments, and I don't care about that too much. Anyway, Taylor.
I think you're making some core assumptions that are not universally true, or
which ones?
Criticize. So you're talking about in a private scenario, say courts, if private-run courts or private-run defense organizations, it would just devolve into open warfare and conflict.
Absolutely, it's almost a sure thing.
I don't think it's a sure thing.
Okay, so how many? Let's answer my questions. How many security agencies would there be? Probably.
Greater than one. So non-zero.
How many shoe
non-zero?
Yeah. How many? Yeah.
Because we have security agencies now, right?
Yeah, but all of them have to abide by
gun manufacturers.
No.
Private security.
No.
Those don't count?
Those don't count because they are not the ultimate say. They have to follow the law, the federal law and state law that is enacted by a government and enforced. That's what limited government is, as opposed to anarchism.
Which is a
In anarchism, there is no. What's the conflict?
So it's current scenario. So you have, what is Blackwater's new name? That security corporation. They rebranded it. Something.
Yeah.
So say we have private security corporations now. We have federal government with its.
Okay, so let's get back to it. Just answer my question. So you think there's going to be two security agencies?
I think there would be more than one.
Yeah. Well, I think you're right, and you think that
somewhere between one and infinity.
So you don't think that there's going to be a competition for services, that there aren't going to be appealing to different interests, that there are people that have certain values will gravitate to those. I haven't even started with the criminal gangs. They believe in they're not going to be they believe in predation.
Right.
And so they're going to have their own security agencies. You're going to have to deal with those too.
Right.
So okay, so there's